Welcome to Perfection is Fake Podcast. This is episode 2, part 3, and today we are here with
Kylie Morgan.
Yes, and Kylie, did you know that it's slipping off my tongue. the today's month, the theme for this month. I think it gives it personality.
I called it. I said
So we start over?
No.
Come on,
Leave it in.
Okay.
Last time y'all were making fun of me.
It's not that deep.
You can always do like the clip.
So the topic for this.
Okay, so the topic for this month.
You should have the script open.
Okay. Kylie, did you know this month's topic is positive friends? Do you have anything that you want to talk about when it comes to positive friends?
Actually, I have a lot of positive friends. My favorite is Allie.
Oh, starting off strong.
My favorite. I don't care about the rest.
Well, because last year and the year before, I only saw her during lunch, but every time when I would see her during lunch, we would just have a small chat, and it would be so meaningful because it would brighten up my whole day, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, because in early college, high school, we have so much work, and it's like, it can overwhelm you.
Yeah.
So having that friend that you can talk to in the middle of the day to kind of like just calm down and equal you out is nice.
Yeah. That's sweet.
And is there anything specifically that, or like quality that she has that really, like, what do you think, really pop out to you that as a positive friend?
I think she's kind of like calm. She doesn't try to start anything, you know, because there's a lot of friends like that are like trying to start stuff all the time, but she's
they just want drama.
Right, they just want drama.
Yeah, especially girls, they'll try to like ruin they'll try to ruin like good relationships.
Yes.
Just because they're bored.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad too, because it's like, girl, you need help.
Yes, get some help.
Oh my god.
This is a message for all of you girls out there.
Okay,
There's good ones, though.
Maybe
There's
listen to
good
this
ones.
one twice.
But yeah, she's just very chill, and she doesn't like drama. And if something happens, she's not just gonna be like, oh well, try to make it worse, kind of. You know, she's gonna be like, okay, how can we solve this?
Mm-hmm.
She's also like one of the very few people in our grade that like helps everybody no matter what. You know, she's
Yes,
very nice to
always
everyone.
helping everyone.
Aw, that's sweet.
She really is. When did you meet Allie, and how did that interaction come about?
Oh, okay, so I met her freshman year.
Okay.
I have no clue how I met her, but somehow I met her.
That's typically how it happens.
Yeah, but all freshman year we were together, so I know it was some time on our first... Wait, okay, it was advisory our first day. It's
There
coming
you
back
go.
to me. On advisory our first day, we were sat next to each other, and we started talking, and that's what happened.
I heard to remember how me and her met, but she remembers it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I ran into him. Well, actually, no, he helped me out in my quinceañera. That's how we came closer, because he came out as a chambelán.
But
Aww.
I remember I met her.
I feel like, because also, too, when it comes to, like, elementary best friends, I, like, remember the specific days and specific times when I, like, you know, meet them. Because then I'm like, well, there's a reason why they're my friend, obviously, because you don't just, like, friend everybody in the whole world.
Right.
Like, you know, there's a reason why you talk in the first place. Like, for example, Fatima, she's one of my closest friends, too. And I first met her because she had a BTS figure on the back of her phone case. And during summer bridge, that's where you're supposed to meet new people and everything. And I'm, like, outgoing when it comes to strangers.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I like Jimin. And she was like, that's Jungkook. And I was like, oh. Immediately I was like, oh. And I was like, oh, she's tough, isn't she? And then I got to like this. She was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean like that, because she'll come off serious if she doesn't like, you know you.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's like, I don't know, it's ironic because that was what, like, I don't know, flowered into a nice relationship. Because we always talk about it. I think it's hilarious because I didn't give up talking to her because of that response. I was like, she's feisty. I like her.
I feel like also with girls, it's always something that you compliment that brings you into a conversation.
Yes, they're like, oh, like, you're like, I like your hair. You're like, I like your shoes. Where'd you get them from? And then you go talk about
Or like
family
the
and stuff.
bonding.
Yes,
Right,
it's
no.
bonding.
Or you start talking about just anything that's going on, your favorite color, anything, and then y'all just go into a deep conversation.
No, wait,
That kind of makes me wonder how guys meet? Are they just like,
Okay,
nice
we
try?
have 3 people.
No, I don't. To be honest, I don't really. I talk to more girls than I do guys. I don't know. Just try to.
Yeah.
Not like that.
No,
the
that
only-
is true.
I feel like the only person I've had a deep conversation with is Isaac, because he's my best friend when it comes to guys. But I know I can have a good deep conversation with Maddie right here too. Because back when we met, we used to call all the time, and we would always have deep conversations that last hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ironic too, because it's like when I first saw him, I was like, I wouldn't tell this kid anything, you know. And then now he knows everything. And I don't know, I feel like when you really do find a close friend, you feel like they're more than just a friend, you know. They're like, I don't know, there's just that bond that just can't be broken. As cheesy as it sounds,
Yeah.
you know.
Love someone.
You literally.
Open up your heart.
Literally, and that's what I'm like. Oh my gosh, it's kind of scary too though, because you never know like who's a true friend in a sense. But as the years go and they like stick with you, I think it kind of
Even
gets
if
in
they're
your
both
head.
passionate.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if y'all stop talking, and then one day they decide to reach out again.
Yeah,
Right,
if
you
y'all
just
are able to break and then come back, that
Very
shows
specific.
something.
Like you just like you just randomly call them out of nowhere and they're just
Yeah.
like so engaged in the conversation. They're like, "Oh my gosh, I miss you so much."
It's even when y'all are like mad at each other and they call you, they're like, "Oh, I need help with this." And you need help. You know?
They just act like nothing happened.
Yeah,
I'll be
it's
like, I'm tired of being mad at you.
Yeah, it's like I can't be mad
Tired
at
of
you
being
anymore. You're my
mad at
best
you,
friend, you
yes.
know. So that's always really
Nah,
cute to
I'd be
have.
like,
You
no,
don't
you
get
gotta
any
work
best
for
friends.
me.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
Lana.
no,
Okay.
not actually. Not
Oh.
actually. Very
Like,
forgiving
promise just
person.
one friend.
So like what are some qualities that you look for in a positive friend?
I feel like acceptance really, because that's important. Like accepting who I am as a person, not being like, "Oh, you're too friendly," or like kind of, you know how some people will try to like just bring you down.
Yes. Or I feel like they'll try to perfect them to what they
Yes.
And it's hard because they should love you before you.
Right. They'll be like, "You're too friendly," or they'll be jealous. Like,
They'll try to use you to make themselves feel better.
yes. And so it's nice to have someone who isn't like that. That's just like, I like you for you, and then we can be friends. We can be besties.
Mhm. And what do you think the most valuable thing you've learned from someone is?
I think the most valuable thing I've learned is how to take care of people better, because like, you know, some people, they don't like physical touch or they don't like a certain thing, and you have to adjust to that, you know?
That reminds me of her, because I was a lot different back like freshman year. She's changed me a lot, which in a positive way, of course. And I'm more caring. I'd say that I definitely became a better person than I was freshman year because of her.
Maddie definitely has that effect on people. Like, just knowing her, you can tell.
Thank you. That's sweet. Y'all, not too much.
It was her birthday yesterday. It was her
Literally,
birthday.
I got showered with love yesterday. I think not too much.
I love hearing the story.
It's because, well, too, when I first met Daniel, like when it's your girlfriends, like they're there for you. Anything. When it comes to a girl, I just with being a girl's girl, I just love being a girl's girl.
Yes.
When it comes to guys, I'm a little more scared just because
Not
of like
reserved.
yeah, just because
Or
of
making
like
friends
what
with
I've
them.
been through, kind of thing.
Yes, same
So,
with me.
When I first met him, I didn't like you or any guy before. Like, you know, he was the one to kind of change me. He was very much of like, oh, a hug if you're crying, come here, or like, oh, it's gonna be okay. And I was like, get off me, you know, because I'm the kind of people who's like, I don't want to get attached because I'm too scared, kind of thing. And then as like the years came, he kind of pushed it like, it's okay if you get hurt, then you learn something from it. And so now I'm like, you know what, I can care for anyone, and if I get hurt, it's okay. It's
Right,
okay.
you had that boundary once, but now it's kind of like he's broken it down for you.
Yeah, so when it comes to positive friends, it's hard to realize whether they're trying to change you for the better or for the worse. Because
Yeah.
I didn't want that change. I didn't want to like just trust everybody automatically. And so once he kind of got it in my head that it is okay to like, I don't know, you know, to be like a change of heart kind of thing, it does work. So when it comes to like a friend like trying to give you advice, it is helpful to know that sometimes they do mean well, you know.
And I think for you and Daniel, y'all both have just like the sweetest hearts, and that's what makes y'all such a good couple, because y'all both genuinely want the best for each other.
Dang. That's some compliments for the rest of us.
It's gonna make me go.
Oh yeah, and Lila, you're. I'm kidding.
I'm cutting that out. Adriana, tell me what I am.
She goes.
Yeah, she's really sweet actually.
Yeah.
Right.
I consider Lila a positive friend, you know?
You just see her.
Our conversation on the way here, you know, positive friend, you know, like
Right.
very-
So tell us about her.
So I think Lila has a very like happy personality.
Oh god, yes.
Just ring down on the phone.
I don't know what to say.
Lila's gonna go in there and edit this whole part out.
No, seriously, like you know, she's very sweet. She gives me rides here, you know. She's
That's right. That's why.
It takes
I could have just started off with that. She don't pay for gas money.
I will say though, like, you know, being like straightforward, when it comes to a senior, at least me, I noticed that I'm starting to come to admire the juniors, the sophomores, the freshmen, because it's the next generation. Like once me and Daniel graduate, it's gonna be different because, you know, y'all are gonna be, well, we're not gonna like be here to like check up on you, see you in the hallway, make little jokes kind of thing.
Yeah.
As a girl's girl, compliment your outfits, say you got a new hairstyle, you know, kind of those kind of things. But one thing I noticed about Lila is, as I'm in Aiden, Mr. G's class, I know that you are really social, and you, for the kids who are like quieter, you do help them like bring out more of a voice, and like they'll talk more in class, they'll like talk with their friends, and then you'll also be like, okay guys, we have to lock in, and they'll get to work kind of thing. It is really nice to be that like stone person for somebody, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize what it means to have someone who like cares for you in a sense of a friend.
Just
Because-
like with Daniel, she's
Yes.
Opening them up and breaking down the boundaries.
There you go. It helps a lot because it's also like, imagine if you were the same person as, well, y'all are solid sophomores, right? Imagine if, and then as juniors, imagine if you were the same person as a freshman. How do you think your life would be, you know? Do you think you've changed since freshman year?
Yeah. Oh,
It's also the same
yeah.
thing for
Definitely.
upperclassmen too.
Yeah.
It's like we admire y'all. Like it's also like I see you, Maddie, and I'm like, well, you know, you're such a good role model. It's like you're very positive. You're always very positive. It's like,
Aw.
Did you bring the
We
tissues?
love you,
Daniel?
it's
Yeah, I think I might need the tissues
In the
back, you
car.
guys.
no, I'm serious though. It's like volunteering with you at the hospital. It's like you're so like. What's that word? It's like so
Right.
ambitious. It's very. It's like it's gonna. It's not the word.
Juan, you're great too. You're great too. Y'all both are good
She's
too.
very empathetic and like giving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a trait. I don't know. I feel like. So actually, when we went to the Gift Girls meeting, you know, you were there, right?
Mhm.
Were you there? You were there, right? You
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guys were there. At the Gift Girls meeting, there was a girl who actually said a good quote, and that actually kind of stuck to my mentality because she said, if you see someone without a smile, let them borrow yours,
It
or
was,
give them one of yours.
Right, it was Alex. She said
Yes.
her dad said that.
Yes.
It's always kind of hard though. It's
Extremely
you see somebody when you're not in a good mood but you have to smile and it just kind of like, believe it or not, like smiling at people really does change your mood. Like,
And I feel like, see, that's the thing when it comes to
It really
me and
does.
meeting new people, I never know what they're going through. There's a lot of people who just smile throughout their day when they have had the worst thing to them, whether they're quiet or not. And when it comes to people who are really close, and I'll see like if they argue or if they get upset at each other, I try my hardest to make sure that both sides are okay, that I'm like, I like to say that I'm a people pleaser at heart, but just because I feel like I can't stand still knowing that someone's either suffering, someone's sad, someone's not okay, or someone's alone. The last thing I like is for someone being alone, just because I feel like everyone in this world deserves a chance, no matter where they come from, no matter who they are, and no matter what they have done.
That's why I feel like also I'll forever be a girl's girl because, every time you see a girl without a smile, you smile at them and then
Yes.
they smile right back at you and there's just this energy given to
Yes.
them.
I don't know, it's so sweet too, because even at, like, let's say if I were to smile at Lila, right, and the first time she like rolls her eyes at me and she's like, who is this girl, kind of thing, I'll still smile. Wow.
or like the
I don't, bro. Y'all
And
are
then-
so.
But
she
here's
does
the-
smile. She does smile.
Y'all are
She
having
did
a
a lot
lot
today.
She smiled at me,
She
like
laughed
as
at
soon
my
as I
joke.
came in
Yeah,
here.
today Lila
Yeah,
was being
I
kind
said,
of nice.
"Hi."
Today
Oh, okay.
I didn't see her.
I think it's the coffee.
I know, but yeah.
She
It
laughed
was
at my
the-
joke earlier. She does laugh,
Girl, no, I laughed so hard
Yeah,
in the
she-
car.
she-
She was being.
No, she looks at me and she laughs. I don't know.
Wait, actually, I'm kind of curious. How do guys come about being
That's not
friends?
their
Do y'all
force.
just like dab each other up?
Huh?
That's
No.
what I said. How do y'all become friends? Okay, we
Really?
guys.
Oh, that was so loud.
I
I said, how do guys become friends? Like, hey, I like your truck.
Yeah, but they didn't answer.
That is
Yeah,
by
yeah,
finding
yeah,
things,
true.
stuff they like to.
Okay, so
that,
explain to us.
like for us, it's soccer. So we like soccer, and that's what.
What about
we're
Yeah, I feel like
Everything-
unless you have like something in common, like I feel like it just happens. Like you just get put right beside another person in the
Yeah.
same
It's like-
class.
it's
and
kinda
then now
like-
you're talking.
Or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bus.
Y'all are eating the same. Like, y'all both eating
basically,
cake.
like
You
girls.
too, let's be best friends.
Yeah.
So basically, like girls, except for instead of compliments, because guys are like weird.
Yeah, there's like be like.
I like this.
I don't
too.
think I've ever seen a guy be like, bro, I like your sneakers. You know,
Bro, you
I
look
don't know.
at- bro, you looking cute today.
That might explain why you have many female friends.
Daniel, do you have something to tell us?
Yeah. You have something you want to tell Maddie?
The doors are glass.
Sure she's not your cover.
No, literally. That's what our friends say all the time. They're like, Daniel, are you a little?
Are you a little stuck in between?
See
Sound like
that
haters.
right there?
Well, kind of do have a question because I know that some people are like different. Do you feel like you could have guy friends as much as you have girlfriends as well?
I think so, but also at the same time, every guy friend I've had so far has had a crush on me.
Oh.
So I don't think it's good for them.
Yeah.
Oh, she's pulling.
Nah, I find
No,
it.
because it's like they'll tell me they have a crush on me, and it's one of two choices. First of all, I'll be like, well, I don't want to break their heart, so I'll be like, okay, well, you know, we can date, but that hasn't worked out for me.
Oh.
And so then there's a second option, which is telling them that I don't want to date them, and then that just led to
No more
him
friendship.
still
Yeah,
liking
no more
me
friendship.
whenever we're in a friendship, and it feels like I'm hurting him, you know?
Mhm.
It's also kind of weird to have them around once you do get with somebody, and then your
Yes.
friend likes you, kind of like, oh.
Because then, like, that person that you're
torn.
with will be like, did he like you?
And but
Or,
you're
like,
y'all been friends
Yes.
longer than the relationship has been there, so it can get weird.
Right.
Yeah. I wouldn't
And
do
then
that.
with like the relationship that I was in with my guy friend, it was like, I don't know, it was like he didn't respect me because he was my friend before we
They
dated.
know a little too much.
Right.
Yeah. You know.
Well, here's the thing. Do you think that you could have like do you think that you could trust your childhood friends or the friends you've had with like serious secrets or like important things to you?
Oh yeah, especially okay, so Allie, Caitlin, and a few other people. I've told them stuff that's like very personal to me, but it's like I know I can trust them because they're such good friends and they've been there for me.
Yeah.
I know. For me, it's a lot harder for me to have for me, it's a lot harder for me to have guy friends than
Girlfriends?
girlfriends. I mean, listen.
Friends
Yeah,
that are
listen.
girls.
It's because it's so much easier to like match a girl's energy and then not feel gay. Like,
Cover yourself up.
and
No,
then,
but I know what you mean because guys
It's very
nowadays
easy.
are like so like
It just-
mood killing.
Yes.
They're so like,
Cool,
why
I'm
are you
literally like this.
smiling? Because I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's like you can't tell a guy to a guy. I've never seen them have a conversation where they're like, oh my gosh, yes. Like it's.
I feel like if I have
The
them
same
there
energy.
on the
They're
other
just like,
side.
yeah, tight.
Yes, see, that's why I also like. I felt
The
he was
brain
like
rot.
he was like the needle in the haystack because during the time guys were all like, "Oh, look at the biceps, bro," and I'm like,
I never seen these kind of guys.
Shoot, where are you going? I never seen these fellas.
Well, no, and then some of our senior friends too. They're the type to be like, "Ah,
Come
you
over
know
here.
those
There's
kind
a
of
couch
things.
over
Where
there.
my hug at?
And I don't know, because I feel like guys can really hype themselves up, but for some reason I feel like your like masculinity
Yeah,
sometimes.
we're
Some, not all. 'cause
We're also
there are-
shy now.
There are some that are very outgoing.
When
and-
they
Yeah.
do hype people up, it's like it's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, you got any friends? No, I'm just
What?
kidding. No, I'm just
I didn't hear you.
Explain. It's positive friends. You know?
I said, do you have any friends?
Yeah, of course.
But it isn't.
No.
That sounds so
Well,
sarcastic.
yeah,
For me,
I
it was a
just
joke.
realized with
You
Isaac,
have
y'all hype
us.
each other's up a
Yeah.
lot.
I'm not trying to get with any of y'all. Like,
Do
I
y'all
meant
have
for
guy
me.
best friends?
Oh.
Yeah?
I have a good chance to get a few.
Huh?
I want to say best friend, but I say I have guy friends.
Yeah. I
Do you
get
have like
that.
that one friend you go to no matter what though, or no?
Pat.
aww.
then stuff happen.
What'd you say?
Moment of silence for the no.
No, but it's good to have those kinds of
Moment of
friends. It's
silence
like
for
I
the
have
editor.
Jayla. I text Jayla. Like I was texting Jayla this weekend about like the dumbest things ever. But like she feeds into my delusion. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's good.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
listen.
Let's talk about
Sometimes,
positive friends.
I have Caitlin.
sometimes it's good to like have a friend who supports your delusions because then you have friends who just put you down when you
That's
say
true.
something. And
That is
it's like
It's more negative.
It's a healthy delusion. It's not like a.
Yeah.
It's not like a. Oh, you can't do that. Like,
That's why I like Caitlin and Serenity because I feel like I can come to them. And then last year I had what's her name? I forgot her name, but she was just such a sweetheart. And anytime I came to her, it was like she understood. And like I would have a crush on someone, right? She just feeds into my delusions. Like I'll be like, oh yeah,
She's
we're
like-
married. She's like, yes, you're married. You're married. Period.
Nah, you guys don't get it.
Oh,
If you
gosh.
make eye contact with a guy, like
You're like, you're like, oh my gosh, he looked into my eyes, and she's like, oh my gosh, you're literally gonna get married.
Never in my 18 years of living.
no, okay.
I mean, I don't feel like, I don't know, I feel like when I'm that type of friend that, like, let's say my friend's the Lulu over someone, I'll be like, okay, girl, but then, like, if it goes crazy where she's like, we're married, we're gonna have kids, kind of thing, I'm like, okay, we need to,
Slow down.
we need to look at our options
I'm
first.
collecting his hair in a
I'm
plastic
like,
bag.
I'm like, girl, he's 32, you're 16.
32.
Like,
Let's skip the chapter there.
That got bad fast.
No,
That's
listen,
the part where you're a positive friend and you step in and you put your foot down and you're like, Mika, where there's gonna have to be
a lot.
there's gonna have to think about someone else.
We're gonna have to draw a line here.
Yes.
But it's good to support your friends when they have like these like little delusions. Like as long as it's not like.
If it's not crazy.
harmful.
Yeah, as long
like
as
she's
it's not
stalking
crazy.
or
As long
something.
as it's not 32 and
It's
16.
It's a joke. Like,
Yeah, I understand what you mean because I'm like me and Jayla tell each other these kinds of things. Like we'll talk about
Right.
things, and it's like she feeds into the things I
See,
tell her.
I love
But
what
it's like-
Kylie said. You said as long as it's healthy. That is
Yeah.
the best way to put it. As long as it's healthy.
If you're gonna like, if you're doing things you shouldn't do, or you're saying things you shouldn't say, or like you're
like we're all saying here, right?
Yeah,
Some of
it's
us.
Yeah, it's like as long as it's healthy and it's not negative, then your friends should be able to support you and sometimes feed into your delusions because like
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Right.
it can,
Right.
it can make you feel put down sometimes. Like if you tell them
Oh,
something
yeah.
and like they're just like no.
Like they're immediately dismissive. Oh
they're
my
just
gosh, I
dismissive.
hate
That's
that.
what I mean.
Well,
I
it just
agree with
depends on
that.
what it is.
No, but it's like if I tell my friend something and she's like no, and she just didn't even bother to like listen to what I'm saying. I'm just it's
Yeah,
gonna make me feel
I feel like a
bad.
lot of
Girl.
guys do that.
Oh really?
Yeah, where they're like you'll tell them something, they'll just be like,
See, that's also
Cool.
why it's
I don't wanna
hard
cuss,
to
but
be friends with.
yeah, you know where it's going.
Yeah.
They'll just tell you to like be quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tell you like
I don't care.
Like a lot of guys tend to have a strong personality.
Yeah.
Oh, like how whenever I walked into the room and you were like, who asked?
Oh.
Yeah, just like that.
Right.
Just like
Oh,
that.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
dang. We're not
But
Wrong
it's all
person.
jokes, guys. We're all childhood friends here.
Right. So I was recording.
We all like each other, we're all friends, guys. It's okay. Oh, you want to tell the group?
Why do you have a question for Miss Kylie?
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Get that out.
Can you recall a time when a friend gave you great advice that helped you make a decision?
What's the question?
Yes, actually. My friend Alexa and my friend Caitlin helped me to make a very big decision.
Oh, Sanchez?
Yes, Sanchez. She's amazing. Love her.
Your friends sound amazing. I'm gonna need you to introduce me.
So what decision did she help you make?
Okay, so
If you're
it was
comfortable.
about the
Yeah.
If you're comfortable.
huh?
If you're comfortable sharing.
Huh?
The
If
decision
you're
she
comfortable
helped
sharing.
Oh yeah, I'm comfortable sharing. Okay, so it was about the previous situation with my guy friend having a crush on me. They gave me kind of advice on that, and it really helped me to like open my eyes that, hey, do I really want this for me, or do I want it because he likes me and I don't want to hurt his feelings, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did she give you positive advice?
Yes,
Yes, okay.
very positive.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Where do you feel like you would be at if you didn't have the best friends that you have today? Or better said, where do you feel? How do you feel like your life would be different if you went to another high school? Because you said you met Allie in advisory.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's a whole different thing. I feel like I wouldn't have. Okay, so first of all, this school is amazing. I wouldn't have had any of the opportunities I've had here, and also the friends that I've made here, they're very good friends, and they keep me on task whenever we have something due. They'll be like, oh, okay, have you done this? And I'll be like, no, I haven't. I should probably do that.
Okay, well that's good. It's good to have friends that, you know, keep you on track and keep you focused.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes things slip and it's like, well, oh, I forgot I had that assignment. But my friend Juliana told me we had that assignment, so you know, I did my assignment because she reminded me. So, yeah, it's a very good reminder.
Do you feel like you have like a really good relationship with? Because I know like you can say they're your best friend, but I feel like once the parents get involved, y'all are forever. So do you think like you're really close with the parents of your friends?
No. I don't know any of my parents' friends. I mean, my friends' parents, not my parents' friends. But yeah, I know none of them.
Really?
Yeah, I used to have a best friend since childhood that I did know her parents, and like we've been together since diapers. But she
Since
kind
birth.
of went into a depression and stopped like talking to anyone type thing. So it just kind of like we stopped talking, and that was that.
That's so sad.
That's very sad.
Because I will say, like, speaking from experience, so I have this one childhood best friend, her name is Esperanza, and she lives probably, like, I'd say 5 minutes away from me. She's really close. She's always lived there since our elementary years, and we didn't see each other for 3 years. That was our middle school year, because, I don't know, I honestly thought she had moved, and I think she thought that I had moved, too, because the connection was just, like, cut. And then I met her again high school year, and then we became so close. In elementary, her parents like took really good care of me, and so that's how she became to be my best friend. And then in high school, I guess I got older in a sense to where my family, like things in my house started becoming different, right?
Wow.
And so her family always like took me under her wing. There was this one specific moment that I will never forget. During Christmas, my family had actually left, and they left me home. It's okay. It's their promise. It's okay. They had left me home, and so I spent Christmas alone, essentially.
Yeah.
And I was at home, and that was like the first Christmas where I didn't have anyone. I mean, obviously I was on the phone with Daniel, right? But it's different when it's like, he's like, oh, I have to go open presents with the family, and I'm like, bye, have fun, kind of thing. And that's also where I feel like it's really important to know that I feel like when you get to a point where you can genuinely give to someone without feeling like you need something in return, it just shows like how much you care for someone. And so for the longest time, I would always like give and give and give, because I'm always been a gift giver. I think is actually my love language. But point being, I absolutely love the card. That was beautiful. What was it called? For Christmas, I remember she called me and she was like, hey, are you hungry? And I was like starving, actually, because I hadn't eaten. And she knew that I was home alone, and she knew that I was going to be spending Christmas alone. And she was like, well, we have some food over here. I think you should really come and, come and share with us. And I was like, are you sure? I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to be a burden. And she was like, yeah, of course. And so she walked to my house, picked me up with her brother, because I was really close with their siblings. And I didn't realize how much her stepmom cared for me and her dad, because when I went in there, like, all the lights were off. And I was like, okay, I thought we were going to get food, And I was like, this is kind of scary. And she
about to get kidnapped.
I was like, I didn't tell anybody I'm here, kind of thing. Literally. And so I remember walking, like, inside, and it was pitch dark, and she was like, keep walking. And I was like, okay.
Puts a bag over your head.
And the rest with the blur.
And then I remember she turned on the light to the kitchen, and on the table was filled with all these gifts. It was gifts of everything, Bath and Body Works. I'm a Stitch lover, crazy about it. So I had like bowls, socks, like clothes, pajamas, lotions, perfumes. And I remember just looking at them, and then her mom was like, Merry Christmas, and everyone was surrounded by the table. And it was like just their family, and it was something small, because they had celebrated Christmas the day before, like with their whole family. which she didn't know that I was alone at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember that just brought me to tears because I was like, wow, like they genuinely care. Because I was thinking I was gonna go to bed and be like, thanks God for this day. At least I was alive. Like that's my blessing, you know.
Yeah,
You gotta look for something good.
I feel like also with people who give a lot of gifts, it's kind of surprising to get gifts back as well because
Definitely, because you don't expect it.
yeah, you just give so much and it's like to get something back, it's like, oh my gosh, people care about me.
Yeah, and it's so meaningful too because it's like they noticed it, you know, and they appreciated it. Because I feel like there's a difference between receiving a gift and then being like, I have to give something back to them because to show them how much I care, you know. And so when it came to that, I was bawling. She actually gifted me my first Build-A-Bear because I've never had a Build-A-Bear from them.
And
before.
especially when they give you like big gifts because it's like, oh, they're not just like, because there's a lot of people, you give them a birthday present, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll get you a birthday present, but just because you got them one, right?
I love meaningful gifts. Oh my gosh.
But like if they give you something meaningful, it's like, oh my gosh, they're not just getting this for me because I got them something. They're getting this for me because they care, because they actually like me. You know?
So yesterday was actually my 18th birthday party, and so my 18th birthday, and so I had a party, and I feel so bad because she was also there. The minute she pulled out her gift, it was Stitch involved because she just knows me so well.
Mm-hmm.
I started bawling again. She was the one that like made me cry because I was just like, she knows me so well. And then since it was just teens, her mom had sent a gift with her to take to me. So I think that's so. I don't know, it's just something so sweet because she invites me to Thanksgiving now and Christmas because she knows that I'll
Are you a Cancer by chance?
I don't know. No, I'm a Scorpion.
Oh, okay. Because you seem like you cry a lot.
Or is that one?
Scorpio.
Sorry.
Well, we've reached the end of the podcast. Is there anything else you'd like to say to people who don't have positive or want to make positive friends?
Just compliment someone.
Just compliment someone.
Yep, starts there.
That's a good way to do it.
You hear that, guys? Just compliments.
Just compliment someone.
That is
Like, I look good today.
like maybe
Daniel type compliment.
like I like your watch that's clean, or maybe I like your chain. I like your I like your sweater. That looks awesome. Where'd you get it, dude?
Yeah.
Nice round glasses.
Nice braces.
Do y'all have something to tell us?
Wait, we both have braces.
Okay.
For real? I didn't realize that.
Okay. That's the end of episode 2, part 3. See y'all next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.
He was stuttering, huh?
It's so dark outside.
More than me.
Hey, it's not raining.
Oh, it looks creepy outside. I love when the sun comes out.
Okay, for my podcast memory.